Hi everyone, and welcome back to Enemy Within for the A-10C2 in DCS. And we're on to mission 5 now, and this mission is set the same day as the previous mission. And really it's just a follow-up to that previous mission. So the Georgian forces were not able to repair the downed helicopter that we were trying to save last time. So they had to abandon it, and now they're worried that the enemy forces are going to repair it and use it against them. And then on top of that, they managed to capture a couple of enemy insurgents who are in the area. And upon questioning, they found that there is an enemy leader in a village nearby to where the helicopter went down. And so we've been tasked with 2 missions here. The first is to go and take out the downed helicopter before it can be recovered. Then after that, we're to proceed to the second location where there's a pair of mosques where the enemy is hiding inside. And we're to take out any enemies in the village or in the surrounding areas, particularly there should be reinforcements coming in from the west. And then we're to remain on station to provide close air support, while 3 Georgian Mi-8s deploy ranger squads to establish control of the area and hopefully capture us one of the enemy leaders. In terms of armaments, I have the AGM-65D, got a pair of those, normal Lightning II targeting pod. Got a pair of bombs, GBU-38, which is the GPS-guided 500-pound bomb, and a single GBU-31, which is the GPS-guided 2,000-pound bomb, and that one's the one that's been earmarked for taking out the downed helicopter. Also got 14 M151s, the high explosive rockets, and we've got some illumination flares that we can drop if needed. My one wingman here has a similar loadout, but instead of the GPS-guided bombs, he's got 2 GBU-12s, those are the laser-guided bombs, so he'll be better at hitting moving targets. I've got a little more capability of just destroying anything stationary. So let's jump in to when we're just approaching the first area.
Can be advised, Dodge 3-1 is approaching the target area, and we'll let you know when we've located it.
Roger, continue. Proceed as strike. The first hot one target on target and was possessed by enemy.
And Dodge 3-1 copies will report when task is complete.
Lead. Nomad. Italian Hotel with tangos around it.
Okay, let's see how many birds we can kill with one stone. And Hunter, Dodge 3-1. We are visual on the target. Be advised there are numerous foot mobiles, some with weapons milling around the aircraft. Confirm we have no friendlies in the area, and we are still cleared hot on the target, including the ground troops.
Dodge 3-1 Hunter, continue. You cleared hot against the main target and enemy troops around it.
And 3-1 copies.
So here I'm lining up the GBU-31. Got the target set and nicely in range. So just flip over to make sure the bomb dropped there. And then go to this nice external view of the bomb slamming into the ground there. You can just see a couple of the infantry falling down. The trucks do seem to get away, but the infantry is all taken out.
Target hotel destroyed, and the foot mobiles around the helicopter
Warning,
are also
autopilot.
KIA.
Dodge 3-1 Hunter, roger. Clear to proceed to objective Papa.
And Hunter, Dodge 3-1 established at objective Papa. Looking for words.
Spotting is a station ready to move on your mark. You're clear to engage target.
And Dodge 3-1 copies engaging primary.
So I'll send in number 2 to engage AA targets as I orbit the area. I'm just picking out this group of enemies here that I was going to do my initial attack on, when number 2's Maverick hits nearby, taking out all of the infantry.
Tally additional foot mobiles exiting buildings in both complexes.
Okay, lead copies, troops exiting buildings in both complexes, turning hot.
So, enemy are rather angry with us at this point. So I see this line of 3 trucks with infantry around. I decide to go for the end truck here, mostly because I see a group of infantry nearby it and I want to make sure I get the infantry with the splash damage. So this is my GBU-38, the slightly less powerful GPS guided bomb. If you slave all sensors to your speed, it automatically enters the coordinates into the GBU, which is really nice for quickly dropping in the A-10. So here we see 3 targets just starting to move. We knew that enemies might be reinforcing from this village here, and so this is likely enemy reinforcements. Using the head-mounted display there to quickly slew the pod on target. I'm not really paying attention to bomb drop. I do get a lot of infantry that I didn't actually see got taken out with the bomb blast there. So I think it was a very good bomb. I'm mostly focused on trying to acquire these targets and deciding how to engage them. And I decide to go for rockets. And just as before, we have to have rather a steep dive here.
Hunter, dodge, 3-1.
Pull up,
We're
pull
visual
up.
on 3 trucks moving towards objective Papa from the west. Can you advise?
These are likely enemy reinforcements. You're cleared hot. Destroy them before they reach Papa.
So,
And
good thing we're
3-1
cleared
copies.
hot, since I was already inbound there. But managed to get hits on one of the trucks, and then try and pull away.
Targets of opportunity.
Tell number 2 to engage, since there is AA fire. I don't know how large caliber that is as to whether it's really a threat or not. And I really want to stop these guys from getting to reinforce the complexes. As number 2 goes to engage, I swing in. Actually, I struggle to get visual on where they are, so end up just looking for where the shots are coming from. And then I see them start to move. You see the dust that they're kicking up. Have to dodge the incoming rounds. Do get some hits, but they both manage to survive.
Bombs away.
2 here drops his bomb, which I'm guessing is his other GBU. Unfortunately, it's probably not the best bomb to use. Since these are semi-mobile targets, they're occasionally stopping every time there's an attack, but then they start moving again.
Engaging primary.
His bomb hits, but doesn't seem to actually take anything out. So we've still got 2 trucks here. Can see them moving on my infrared camera.
Running in.
At this point I decide, skip the rockets, just go straight to guns.
Pull up, pull up.
These are only light trucks, and so take them out in a couple of really quick bursts there.
And Hunter, dodge, 3-1, splash the 3 trucks.
Hunter copies, good job.
Actually, thinking about it, number 2 did have laser guided bombs, so I'm not sure why his bombs missed.
There are probably special check on the explosions. You're cleared hot on this group.
And dodge, 3-1 copies, cleared hot on the 2 vehicles. departing Papa towards the previous convoy.
So you see these two here moving along, going from the complex to investigate the convoy. And since I had good success with guns last time, I just decided to get these guys with guns.
Pull up.
This car jinxed to evade,
Altitude,
but I managed to
altitude.
take him out. Probably a bit lower than I'm really meant to be,
And Hunter
but
Dodge 3-1
I'll take them out
splashed
easy
two
enough.
trucks.
It is
Hunter,
quite
copy, good
notable how easy the A-10 is to pull up out
And
of the guys
Hunter
like that.
Dodge 3-1. Papa looks clear. Pontiac can go ahead and start his approach.
Dodge 3-1 Hunter. Roger, sending Pontiac in. Dodge 3-1. Pontiac will engage and suppress enemy forces before touching down. Expect them to land in 6 to 8 minutes. This is 2. Tally vehicle moving south from the western complex.
Lead copies. Let's take him out.
So again, this is something I really like about the A-10C2. It's really easy to line up your targeting pod using the head-mounted display. It's got a good view of the target without really having to think too much. So again, I'm just sticking with guns here. You can see this guy easily by the dust he's kicking up.
And Hunter Dodge 3-1, we just splashed an additional vehicle that was moving south out of the western complex.
Hunter copies, good job.
And then, as the helicopters come in, start to see the sky lighting up tracer fire. So it seems there are a lot of targets that we didn't get. Not sure if we just missed them or if they were hiding inside the buildings until now. I see this group here clustered on top of and outside of one of the buildings. And I still have a few rockets left, so decide to use them. These HE rockets are pretty good at taking out clusters of infantry. That one was really far too far away. Those last two were nicely on target though, and take out the entire group. As 2 goes in for his own attack, I make quite a big error here through all the hard words I've had about the AI messing up in these mountains. I very nearly stall out there. Just these mountains are a lot higher than the valley down below, and I'd lost a lot of energy. I was only saved by putting my flaps to full landing position. But it does let me stabilize. Unfortunately, it was enough to distract me from what I was doing, and I haven't actually changed out of rocket mode here, so I'm trying to aim with a rocket pipper while firing the gun, and so I'm missing.
Pull up.
I keep expecting the A-10 to automatically switch out of rockets mode when I'm out of rockets, and it doesn't do that, and I really just need to learn that. So now I activate actual guns mode. I can't see the targets, but I can see where they're shooting from easy enough. And the Galway is really quite good at taking out groups of infantry, and any that I missed there, my 2 comes in with his rockets and just clears the area out. I can't see any more fire, but I do see a vehicle that I missed. This was one of that group of 3 I dropped the bomb on. This was the one at the other end, so he survived.
Pull up.
Finished their attack run. They are starting the new landing sequence. Cover them. You've cleared hard on the enemy forces remaining in the compound.
So we nicely cleared out those last guys. 2 spots, a guy here, and so I use the head-mounted display to find the rough area and just spray the area with some more 30mm and take out the last of the insurgents. You can there see the helicopters coming into land. It's quite a nice view of their lights from the air. No further gunfire can be seen. We're just keeping an eye on them, make sure there's no ambushes.
This is Hunter, Pontiac on 1 has touched down. Charge 3-1, Eastern Complex is under blue control. Good job, you may depart.
And so then we start heading back.
Good work with Hotel and Papa. With preliminary findings from the site. Our main target wasn't there, but our men captured several terrorists. They also confiscated lots of weapons, ammo, explosives, and manpower. On top of that, some interesting documents in several computers. Once again, great work and thanks. Hunter out.
So once again, another
Altitude,
really
altitude.
enjoyable mission. I actually had huge amounts of fun with that one. It was a lot more relaxed than the previous one that we did. I think mostly because we were the offensive side, so we could control the pace of things. There was no sort of rushed time constraints until the helicopters had been called in. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun. In terms of what we did, total kills were 52 enemy kills, 28 of which were mine, and that helicopter kill which we managed to take out on top of that. Most of the kills that didn't come from me did come from my wingman, especially towards the end with the rockets. He was doing a lot of damage, and his initial passes with the Mavericks, so he's definitely holding his weight. The helicopters did a little bit towards the end. Really wasn't much alive by the time they had spawned, or headed over the hill rather, but they did weirdly manage to get 4 friendly fire kills of the infantry. I don't know exactly what happened. I think one of the helicopters may have landed on the troops the other helicopter landed on, which is a bit embarrassing all round, but not unheard of, I guess. But I enjoyed that. I hope you did. If you did, consider leaving a like. If you have any comments or tips, do leave them below. And this week I am running a giveaway over on my Discord, and one of the options is for DCS campaign modules, so if you would like to pick up Enemy Within for free and join along, then do consider jumping onto the Discord. Otherwise, until next time, just remember to have fun. Cheers!